everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to more KSP adventures. Here we are, now leaving the sort of close proximity of Kerbal as we're heading out to the moon. If you remember last time we launched and managed to make our burn, there's the moon we're heading towards right now. Now this is sort of the furthest I think that our Kerbonauts have really been. We've never been out this far, I don't think, even with our first botched launch I think. Let's have a look, let's do a crew report out here and see what we get. Absolutely, we can transmit this, we don't lose anything. Equally, we can't really do anything with it, so we're just going to transmit that straight back to Kerbal because we don't lose anything from doing that. 5 science, very good, very good. Yes, so we've got, if you remember, we've got our crew lab here, and in our crew lab we have Bob and Bill Kerman, who are sitting there. We don't have any stored... No, we don't have any stored science to do anything with at the moment. Let's do an observe a mystery goo at this height and see whether we get anything for that. Again, we can add 15% from that. Let's do that. And I wonder whether I can... I'm trying to keep this down. I don't want to transmit it. I want to keep it, really. And I'm wondering if I'm going to have to do that via the EVAs, because I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. So we're going to keep that data. There is nothing in here, you see. Nothing in here, is there? No. So it's this one here is the processor lab data. What does that do? Okay, nothing. Keep that data. So I wonder if I come to here. Oops. If I come to here and I do Bob EVA, right? Bob. Keep that data. Might as well. Let's. Bob, why are you not? Why you not respond to me? Bob. There we go. Store experiments. All items stored. Right, so if I then come to... Oops. Come to the hatch. Grab. So are they stored with him now? He's just stored... What has he stored? He stored his own, didn't he? So if I board him in here, which will make a great deal of difference. Crew reports from here. So we have got data. We've got review data here, but not enough crew. Just trying to work out how this works, because what I'd like to do is be able to obviously carry back home as much information as possible, so that saves me having to mess about. But it looks as if we have got data here, but we can't move that data from here to here, I think. Do I lose anything from transmitting that data anyway? 100% no, so we can transmit that as well. We may as well. More data sent back. Very good, very good. Now what we want to do is clean this goo canister. Let's clean that up. Very good, very good. We've got a temperature on here, 4, wasn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 2. Temperature too far away now. Okay. So let's have a look at the map. We're heading out then. Our intercept with the moon is in 3 hours. Let's speed this forward and actually make that. Today I'd like to attempt the landing, is what I want to do today. So let's get on and do that. You can see our... I don't know whether that should, even at 38, that should really begin to fall out of the sky, really, I'd have thought. I love looking at debris when it's sort of about to disappear. Though it doesn't seem to going through the atmosphere doesn't seem to have any effect on that orbit at all. Oh well, never mind, I can keep going around, we'll get rid of that at some point. So, 2 hours. If we can just slow that down a second and have a look. Hopefully the moon is now... There's... look at that, isn't that pretty? Now, can we do a crew report from out here? Already got one. It's very round. Great description. The moon is there. All the way over there. So we're coming up upon it. Let's bring ourselves into the influence. There it comes. Zooming in. Now again, we're hoping for another sort of pass on this side of the moon, and again we'll set our periapsis to bring us into capture. Shouldn't take a lot of fuel to do that. I hope not anyway. It'd be annoying if it did. There. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. So let's just get that set up straight away. We want to maneuver like that. Let's get that central. I don't quite know how much. Something like that. 842 by 829. That would be perfect. That's only 286 as well, so that should be good. But we are now in the influence of the moon. We've never been here before. Let's take another goo, because I think we can process that. Up here we can. Let's process that. Goo feels right at home here. Not going to get any science from transmitting this, but we're going to do some work on the goo out here at this distance. 7, 8, God, it takes ages. Bing! Detailed analysis plus 5.5 science. So if we were to transmit that, we would get 18% of the science value. If I keep that data, I do find it strange that I haven't got in here now. There's process lab data, but there's no stored experiments type thing, but we'll see. Crew report all from out here. We can transmit this one straight away. You look at the surface of the moon and try to find a good landing space. The inside of the craters might be the best option. I agree. 15 science, 100%. We don't lose anything. We transmit that straight away back to Kerbal. Making some good science from this. Very good, very good. Temperature at this range? Nope, can't be done. That's fine. So the next thing to do is obviously get on our mark so that we're ready for the engine burn to bring us into an orbit. Bring us round. It's quite responsive, this vessel. It's quite large, but it's still quite responsive. There we go. Puts us on the mark. So we're ready as we come backwards. Now I could put away the solar panels, but we won't for the moment. Right, let's get ourselves into this orbit. So let's just bring ourselves in. 1 hour to go. Don't miss it. Be careful. 37, 36, 4, 3, 2, 30. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know how long the burn's going to be. Not very long, I'd have thought. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, that's good. Let's put away our panels so we don't damage them in the with the firing of the engine. Very good, very good. 2 minutes. It's a 36-second burn estimated, so what's that? Half of that either side. It's not going to make a great deal of difference. About 16 seconds, give or take. Speed this up a little bit. I want to do it about 20 seconds. 4, 3. Here we go then, in 10 seconds. Try and keep on the blue mark. Might do it 18, which is directly half, but we'll see now. Here we go. Hopefully we have plenty of fuel for all of this. We do. Looks like we do anyway. Staying on the blue mark. Engine down a little bit. We don't want a bit more control as we're doing this. I don't want to have to send a refueling mission out here, but that would be annoying. 5, 4, 3. Almost directly on it now, but let's just get ourselves back on that spot for the last little bit. Almost 0, 0. Almost. And that should put us, there we go, look at that. 828 by 843. So we are now definitely in orbit. Let's pop out our solar panels again. Make sure we keep the power on. So we are now definitely in orbit. If I do another mystery go out here, do I get anything? 2.5. Let's process that data as well. Fuel wise, it's not bad. That should be plenty of fuel. Really should be plenty of fuel. Keep data. Can I reset that now? I don't suppose I can I? If I reset it, I have to review each one. So I'm going to have them collect each one, I wonder. Right, hold on. Bob. EVA, please, Bob. Let go and get yourself ready to collect. I want you to go and collect for me. Whoa, careful. Yeah, collect data. Remove data. So that's what we want to do. So I actually have to go and collect. So if I do I do it one at a time? Maybe I have to. That's going to be a long, painful process. If that's the case. Oops, just hit the light. Oops. Put your light on. Grab board, and that means I've now stored that data. Observation wasn't high, they're going to be removed. So now I've got review stored data, so we can now get that home. So that's how we do it. Wow. So we've got that once, so keep that data. Don't want to transmit that data, but we do want to move. It's a bit annoying that you have to do that. I'd much rather it just automatically stored it in here, but there we go. Such is life. Transfer Bob into here. Which one did I take it out of? Clean experiments, that's the one. Takes a while to clean. There we go, that one's clean. So this one, so if I take Bob out of here again, I already have this one, I assume. Bob Kerman, EVA. Let go. Oh. Put your light on. Can't see where I'm going. There you go, coming down. Collect data, remove data. Oh, careful, hit the light. Right, so make sure it cannot be stored. We want to continue. So that's fine. So what that means is that we couldn't, we can't keep the one of these. That's fine. That makes perfect sense. That's sort of what I expected to happen, which is great. Bob, transfer back to here, and clean experiments ready for when we actually get into a real orbit. Now, can I take a temperature right here? I can't. Crew report from here, which we can reset because we've already got it. So we've got one piece of stored data. That's brilliant. Okay. Next, then, let's get ourselves closer. Let's get ourselves. What plane are we on? Yeah. Okay. So on this mark here, we want to slow down a wee bit as we bring ourselves. Oops. 57. Is that 57? 44. I'm thinking about the lander, you see. It doesn't have a great deal of fuel, so we don't want to be too high up in the air. 28. 28. That should be enough, I think, for that. Okay. So all we're doing now is just getting ourselves closer to the moon so that we can do some more experiments very close to the moon, but also it helps with the landing, that I don't have to use a lot of fuel trying to get that can on the ground, because if you have to use a lot, how long does that say? 8 seconds. I think that's a bit optimistic, but we'll see. 35, 34, 33. It's a nice high orbit at the moment. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Come on. 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, close. So we're on the mark. Going to go in about 4 seconds. Full burn again. In 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5. There it is. Stay on the dot. Keep looking at the fuel as well. I don't know why I keep looking at the fuel. Should have plenty of fuel for everything I need to do here. If I don't, we will send out a fuel party. Which will be annoying. There we go, that'll do. So that should now have brought us really nice and close. 28, yeah. And are we still on? We are slightly on the her. Ever so slightly. That's okay. Oop. 29 by 28, 149. How much fuel have I got? Yep, should be able to do it. If not, what I'd have to do is to launch that capsule here at the lowest area. But well, we should be alright. We should be okay, I think. There it is. Quite sure where that's turned over. Spin us around. Marvellous. That's okay, that's good. So we're going to move in closer now to the planet. We've got an hour really until we come in, but you'll see us begin the approach much closer to the moon as we come in. There it is. As we sweep in closer to the moon. Can we take a crew report from this distance? No. Okay, can we get a temperature reading this distance? No. And goo, I'm assuming, will just have the same as what we've already got. Yep, so reset that. All brilliant. $27 minutes. Coming in nice and close now. 16, 15, 14, 12 seconds apparently. 8, 7, 6. Here we go. So as you can see, we're really up close now to the moon. Let's see how we get on with this berm. I am worried about the fuel. I'd much rather have a little bit more fuel, but we haven't wasted anything really, so should be okay. We'll get a free return back to Kerbal if we can. Okay, so we've got a little bit of fuel left. I reckon we might be stranded out here, but we'll see. Just stranded my Kerbals. That'll do. So, we're now nice and close. Slightly on the tilt. Ever so slightly on the tilt, but it's not a big problem. I think the main area we're going to look at trying to land on, obviously our other land is over here, but we're going to try and land, I think, in either this sort of large flat area here. So let's have a look at doing that. Let's get ourselves in a ship-shape position to do that. Fuel-wise, yeah, we have got almost no fuel left in there. So if they do get stuck out here, I'll have to send a refuel mission, which is a computerized mission, which would be quite handy because I'll be able to dock with the little front part here. That's an extra little mission. I hadn't thought of doing that. Now we're closer. Let's do a goo sample here. Observe the goo. Motion near the moon. Have I got near the moon? Or have I got far away from the moon? High over the moon. Keep that data. So, near the moon. We haven't got a near the moon. So we'll keep that data. Can we do a temperature scan? We can, and we're going to do a little extra work on that one as well. How much do we get extra? 15, don't we? 6. We'll only be transmitting 6, but we're going to keep that data. And we're going to do a crew report. I can transmit this straight away. You look down at the cold grey surface, it looks really big up with craters. Transmit 15 size, transmit that data. Might as well transmit that. That gets us 15, so we haven't got to keep that. Still only have one stored at this point. And what we would have to do is go and collect that data, and I think I'm going to have to collect... Yeah, the data is here, so we would have to collect it from there. Keep that data for now. So, I think now is the time, isn't it, where we're going to... It's the moment, we have a moment of truth. Keep that data. It's the moment of truth. We have to get ourselves into a position to detach and see whether this thing lands and whether or not I've got anywhere near enough fuel. I have to say, I'm beginning to think maybe not. But never mind. Never mind. Can't be worried about it. Probably could have done with a smaller engine on that end part. I'm going to move our boys back. Oops. Transfer Bill to the lander can. So Bill is the one who I chose to end up going to be going down to the surface. And if we have a look at Bill in the lander can, you can see that he's got a lovely view. Doesn't have an awful lot of by means of anything really, but he's at the front end of the rocket. This is what he's going to go down in. We won't be doing a landing from inside here, though, I assure you. I want to get round to the sunlight area. I want to see what I'm doing when I'm doing this. Let's go around the dark side of the moon. Where's the sun? Okay, the sun's there. Fabulous. There we go. That's what we wanted. Now, I suppose we could do a quick save. Quick save. We have a quick save. Okay. I want you to decouple. And we're going to go to our lander. There he is. Hopefully everything's on. Power's okay. He's got oxidizer. He's got fuel. Activate all these little engines to start with. Oh. Right. So, what do we do with him? Well, the only thing we really can do is to, first and foremost, let's activate our RCS. And what I want to do is maybe go into a translation mode. So that we can just use a little bit of this. So get out of the way of the main rocket. That's all we're doing. Look at the bottom there. There are loads of rockets on there. These are those solid little Separatrons I was going to use for either emergency takeoff or emergency landing. It might end up being an emergency landing, if the truth be told. Okay. Again, just getting ourselves away from there. I'm watching that as that passes away beneath us, which is very good, very good. Okay, Bill. This is your moment to shine, little man. We are going to want to bring you down on this line. That's probably a bit soon, though. Let's pull that back to about here. Let's put it to this part here. Add a maneuver. If we slow you down, how much do you need? 63. That'll bring us down about to there. Oops, if I was to do, I want to try and reach, if I can, something like this dusty looking plateau thing here. I don't know whether it's flat or not. 96. Do you reckon we'll have the fuel for that? Let's see. What's the worst that could happen? We're going to go round. Do the lights work on here still? Yeah, they do. Test the gear. Let's test the gear while we're here. Yep, that works. Awesome. Stage on, that's good. You can see our command module is disappearing over there. Let's go around. We've got... let's turn our RCS off, we don't need that for that. Let's get ourselves on our mark. There it is. We've got 38 minutes, no idea. It doesn't take long, about 5 seconds. Are you kidding me? For all of that? I wonder how much fuel we'll have. Let's see. Going round. Going round. 36, 35, 34. You can see our command module shooting away beneath us. 31. 29, 28. Come on. I don't want to rush because I don't want to miss this. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll put that, slow that right down. Here we go then. Good luck, Bill. But if you do die, you're not a great loss to the team, but you take care of yourself now. Let's see. 14, 13, 12. Let's watch the fuel. 5, 4. Wow, that was quite powerful. I'm quite impressed by those little engines. They're quite fuel efficient as well. Excellent. Well, there we go. We're now on approach for a drop down. Nothing's going to stop that now. I'm really impressed with that fuel, and if we get to keep some of this coming back up, I'm going to transfer it into the other one, and that'll help us get home even quicker. So that's where we're going to be coming down. We want to, at a certain height up here, is to bleed off all of our sort of forward momentum, so we're just going to be coming straight down. But at the moment, we're heading down. We're getting lower. How exciting! Let's keep on the mark. May not need that. I don't know how powerful these Separatrons are. I would completely ruin it. If I fire these, you see, I could end up going back out into space. It's quite a light thing. I wasn't expecting it to be that light. What's that say? What have we done? Science data from around the moon. Oh, we've just done that. We've received experimental data from space around the moon. Good work. Oh, excellent. I didn't know we were doing that. So here we go. We're coming. Our command module is 6 kilometers above us. We're heading down. Let's speed up a little bit. It's getting quite exciting now. This is the sweaty moment part where you have to prepare yourself for the landing. I quite like this area. I mean, if I could take away the momentum. I mean, we did 100 meters in less than 6 seconds, so that shouldn't be a huge problem. Really coming in now. It's a good area here, actually, which we can probably use. I'm assuming is this part here. There are some craters in this area, though, so you don't want to tip over. But oh, careful! Whoa! Don't be pushing buttons like that now. Let's not be doing that now. Right, I'm going to bleed off. Bleeding off some of this anyway. We are going to need to use them. That's fine. That's okay. So we're now coming down. We've bled off all of that now, so we're just going to start coming down like that. And hopefully, as we head over the top, we have enough gas. Out with the gear, might as well. On with the lights, might as well. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this baby down without killing ourselves. I probably could have used that Separatron at that point really to do that big burn. Would probably have been better, but with 4 of them, I'm just not sure how much thrust you would get with that, and you might find yourselves blowing yourselves up, but we shall see. Coming down at 88. I am tempted to give it a go, though. I am tempted to. 9,000. Oh, that should be really flat as well if we get down in this part. Oh, please let me get around this part. At 100. 8,000. Don't want to be hit it too hard, obviously. Yeah. Gotta watch that burn a little bit. There we go. Let's put on our put that on. It doesn't do a lot, does it? I was just seeing how much that did. Not a lot. Not a lot. $5,000. Oh, that would be nice if we could land it here. Please land it here. 4,000. Obviously the force of gravity starts to really have a little bite. Look at the fuel. Oh dear. Oh dear. Here it comes. It's going to be a heavy landing. Uh-oh. And... oh, we landed it though. Aha! It won't be able to take off again. Oh, it will. I suppose I've still got my... That was a little bumpier build than we'd intended. Sorry about that. Did everything break apart? Do I have any power, anything at all? We've got no fuel, obviously. Probably should have used those. But we landed it. We stuck the landing. We can and we can extend the ladder. He can get in and out without too much fuss, I'm assuming. We stuck the landing. We destroyed. What did we hit then? Oh, it was that round. Luckily, at the top here we do have our other hatch, so that's a good thing. He's down. He's landed. Let's take a crew report from the ground, because we've never done this before either. You've recorded the crew's assessment situation 20. We're going to transmit that to say that we are down. We successfully landed. Didn't really do a great job of the landing, but we got it down. There we go. So we're taking surface from the moon. Let's take observer mystery goo. 30.8. We've already transmitted this, so we can keep that data. That's fine. Let's take a... where's the log temperature? Ah, okay. So we're going to have to... can I not transmit that data then? 6 sounds. I'll have to transmit it like this. That's fine. Transmit it. And then we're going to get him out, plant the flag, and we would have done it. Although, yeah, we haven't really got a way of getting off again. It is minus 42 outside. Let's log that temperature. Let's keep that data for now. So, are you ready, Bill, to make a little bit of history? Let's have a look from the... so inside, look, it looks amazing. I mean, it was the worst landing ever. But he's got a lovely view of it all. He can see down. Brilliant. Oops, I won't go out there. I want to do that. We're stuck in the ground. Absolutely stuck in the ground. Which is fine. Are you ready? EVA. Boom. Hold on. Awesome. Take a EVA report at this height. Wow. We can transmit 100% of that as well. Look up and search the sky for Kerbal, and suddenly you feel very small. Where is Kerbal now? We'd lost that planet, I assume. Yeah, it's behind the mountains. We'll keep that data. Down you come, little man. Off you over here. Let's get into the light. Let's turn your own light on. Here he is. Is that the window? Is that the window or is that the back door? That's the back door. Let's go this way so that we can see our flag from... Whoa, bouncy. Bouncy. Amazing. And if we turn that way, look that way, there you go. You can see it now. So what we're going to do, let's take a surface sample first. The Darker Midlands, the Darker Midlands, that's where we landed, appears to be made of basaltic rocks? Basaltic rocks, even. 120 if we can recover that. We're going to keep that data. We're definitely going to try and get this dude back. Let's do it then. Let's plant the flag. Bump. Flip. Awesome. Site name. So we're going to call this... what should we call this? First landing or first footprints? First footprints. The first... I'm going to put landing in inverted commas. It's actually a crash. The first landing of a Kerbal on the moon. Well done, Bill. Little more landing experience. Oops, required. Okie dokie. There it is though. Woohoo! There is our flag. It's backwards though. The actual front of it's this way. So if we come over here and look at it this way, there it is. There's the flag. Very nice, very nice. Well, we've done it. We stuck the landing. I don't quite know how we did it. We stuck the landing. Which is... I'm going to do an EVA report. Oh, wait, okay, cancel. Which is fantastic. Let's go install these experiments and get back in the craft and have a look at our flag out the window. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're down. I suppose the next question is how do you get off? This is going to be an interesting one. That's board. We've done the next mission, I assume, which is our trackers confirm the flag has been planted on the moon. Nicely done. So we've got our completion rewards and a load of science there as well. Let's go into an IVA and have a look. There's the flag out of the window. We did it. We're down. Next time, when you come back, I'm going to have to work out how the hell to get us off again. Might have to send out a rescue mission. I love it. You take care of yourselves. There's loads more stuff on the channel. Go and have a look at the next Minecraft stuff. SimCity, more of that coming along. A new Let's Play series due to start very soon. It's all going on. So thanks so much for your support. Thanks for your like. If you have liked this, please give a big thumbs up. Any comments, I don't mind. I love it. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.